All right, let's dive right in. We're tackling a massive career question today. Do you stick with the safety of a traditional job, or do you take the leap into the wild world of freelancing? This is a choice that doesn't just shape your bank account, it pretty much defines your entire life.
So let me ask you directly, which one are you leaning towards? Is it that predictable comfort, the guaranteed paycheck and benefits, or is it the call of true autonomy, being your own boss and making all the decisions? The stakes here are incredibly high, and as you're about to see, there's no easy answer.
And this isn't some small niche debate we're having. This is a huge economic shift. Just look at the US alone. A staggering 40% of the entire workforce is now doing some kind of freelance work. This isn't just a trend anymore. It's a fundamental change in how we think about our careers. So let's break down what this choice really looks like.
Okay, so let's make sure we're on the same page. We're talking about two very different roads you can take. On one side, you've got the employee, and on the other, the freelancer. Let's get clear on what each one really means. The employee path, that's the one we all know, right? You work for one company, you get a fixed salary, you have benefits, a set schedule. The freelancer path, though, that's pure independence. You're basically a business of one, selling your skills to different clients, maybe using platforms like Upwork or Fiverr. The real difference? It comes down to working for a company versus working for yourself.
Now let's get to the part everyone's thinking about, the money. Because financially, this is where these two paths couldn't be more different. It's a classic showdown between the comfort of security and the incredible allure of unlimited potential. And the financial trade-off is, well, it's crystal clear when you lay it out like this. As an employee, you've got that stable, predictable income. The security is high with contracts and benefits. But here's the catch, right? Your growth is often slow, very structured. As a freelancer, it's the exact opposite. Your income can be all over the place, and security depends entirely on your next project. But, and this is a big but, your potential for growth is literally unlimited.
You can really hear this perspective in what Sarah, a 32-year-old bank employee, has to say. For her, it's the health insurance, the paid leave. It's not just about the salary, it's about that peace of mind. It's knowing exactly what's coming in so she can plan her life without that constant worry.
But look, a career is so much more than just a paycheck. It's your day-to-day reality. So let's talk about the daily grind. How do these paths stack up when it comes to stress, time, and your overall lifestyle?
Now, you might think the employee path is less stressful, but the data tells a really different story. A 2024 global study found something pretty shocking. 50% of all employees say they're dealing with job-related burnout. It seems that structure and routine can very quickly turn into pressure from the boss and just one deadline after another.
And then you have the other side of that coin. For someone like Ahmed, a 28-year-old designer, the problem wasn't even the stress, it was the boredom. He felt like the structured job was just crushing his creativity. For him, going freelance wasn't just a career move. It was about getting his passion back and having the freedom to create what he wanted to create. So the big takeaway here is that there's stress on both paths. It just comes from different places. For the employee, it's that top-down pressure within a set routine. For the freelancer, all the pressure is on you. It's the hustle to find clients and the discipline to actually manage your own time.
Okay, so data and theories are one thing, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's check out two people who found amazing success, but on totally opposite paths.
First up, let's meet Lila. She is the perfect example of someone who is absolutely thriving inside the traditional system as a marketing manager over in Riyadh.
Lila earns a really impressive and, more importantly, stable 12,000 Saudi riyals every single month. And for her, that number isn't just about income. It's the rock-solid foundation she's building her future on.
And as Lila says herself, that stability is what allowed her to buy a house. It's what's letting her plan for an early retirement. For her, success wasn't about breaking the mold. It was about mastering the system. She used its structure and benefits to build the exact life she wanted. Okay, now let's completely switch gears and meet Mohammed. His story starts where a lot of freelance journeys begin. He left his traditional job because he was looking for something more.
As a graphic designer, he was making about 3,000 Egyptian pounds a month. He took a huge risk, started freelancing on Fiverr, and now he brings in around $2,000 a month.
That is a life-changing jump in income, and he did it all on his own terms.
Now, Mohammed's really honest about it. He says it wasn't easy. He had to work incredibly hard to build up his list of clients. But the payoff? It's been huge. Not only did the money give him stability, but the flexibility gave him the freedom to travel to 3 different countries. His success is measured in both dollars and experiences.
And Mohammed's story isn't a one-off. A 2024 survey found that the majority of freelancers, a full 60% of them, say they have higher life satisfaction after making the switch. That suggests that for a lot of people, the fulfillment you get from getting in control really does outweigh the stress of an unstable income.
So after all of this, who really controls your future? Is it the employee's company? The freelancer's clients? Well, the real answer is you do. And the key is understanding which path gives you the kind of control you want. And for freelancers, that control can lead to even bigger things. A 2023 study found that 1 in 4 freelancers in the Arab region actually scales up their work and starts a small business within 3 years. It just goes to show you that freelancing isn't always the destination. Sometimes it's the launch pad.
At the end of the day, there's no winner here. There's no single right answer. The best path is the one that's right for you. As we've seen, the employee path is perfect if you value stability, benefits, and a clear ladder to climb. But the freelance path? That's for the adventurers. It's for people who crave control and flexibility and are willing to bet on themselves to chase that unlimited potential. So think of it this way. Your career is a story that's being written. The question is, who holds the pen? Are you looking for a publisher who's going to give you a solid framework and a guaranteed paycheck? Or do you want to self-publish, keeping all the creative control and all the potential rewards for yourself? There's no right answer, only the one that's right for you.